Anyway, welcome back everybody to Arkham Knight. As I promised, my gosh,
Line.
I was like, yeah, thank you, Goon. Way to throw off my concentration. We are going towards those two big air blimps over there because even though we blew up, the big, chemical plant that Scarecrow tried to use to spread his fear toxin, supposedly he has another plan that involves those things. Anyway, back onto my other topic, is that for the longest time, I just kind of thought that, that Batwoman having, the red wig, not a wig, it's just her hair, but that,
it is actually a wig.
That's a wig?
Yeah, the whole red hair, that's a wig.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I don't see, I don't know. It always just looked a little awkward to me, having the cowl, the mask, but then just red hair. It always just looked tacked on. But I'm at least glad that I wasn't paranoid. It is absolutely just a weave that she has on over the cowl.
Yeah.
You say that. I kind of have a similar feeling, not necessarily with the wig, but with the chalk white face paint that she wears in costume.
Oh, right.
Actually, I think that's a stylistic thing. She doesn't actually wear that, I don't think.
Oh, is it only,
I think it's just a stylist. I think it's just a stylistic thing to make her face look paler.
If I use it for too long,
okay, this is a new. I also don't know if this is a new thing for Night or if this was also in City. But now we'll have goons that they do not jam the detective mode visor or visuals, but they can start tracking it if I begin to rely on detective mode too much.
That is technically a thing in City. I don't know if any of the mooks had it, but I know for a fact it was in the Mr. Freeze boss fight.
Okay.
So,
Actually, I do think a couple of the mooks had it. Maybe.
I feel like there had to have been something similar in Origin, maybe? I mean, honestly, it's been a long time since we last did that commentary. A lot of what happened there kind of just flew past my head.
Well, that could be a good excuse to rewatch it.
It's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years, I think, since we did City.
Yeah.
You saw nothing.
Oop. Ow.
Since Origins.
Alright, I won't kick him.
Also, hey, I remember this level.
I was about to say, that is something that I don't know if they had in any game beforehand, unless that was just an accident. The fact that you got paralyzed for trying to do a silent attack.
Yeah, that was because his drone thingy zapped me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a special kind of armoring that he had.
Nah, but hey, this is actually good because this means now that everybody's going to be scrambled a little bit. Oh, God.
But then they got a little less scrambled there.
Man, my first day on the job after a little while, you rock out too hard to a single rhythm game and then suddenly you just lose all concentration.
You know what? It's
Would you say that you lost? Would you say that you lost your rhythm?
Honestly, it's really funny. It's really funny that it's rock and roll of all things, because that's still one of my favorite Linkara running gags, where his depiction of Batman can't stand rock and roll.
Yeah.
Well, because there is literally a comic where Batman just hates rock and roll for absolutely no reason.
I know, I just love the fact that Linkara just made it a running gag anytime he plays Batman.
Yeah.
Like, that, Poodles, and the dreaded One Face.
Did you find the signal?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's close.
Closer than you think.
There we go. Okay, it was a little sloppy, but hey, who knew that?
Batman, get off of him. Your foot was inside of his body. No, stop that.
How else am I going? Doug,
Don't you know? I can. Wait, don't you know? The League of Assassins taught me how to phase through objects.
That's fair. My idea was going to be, don't you understand, Doug? If I'm to stop the criminal element of Gotham, I have to know them inside and out.
It's a little messy at first, but I think the results speak for themselves.
What did you find?
I'll call it the Bat Phaser.
We refer to it colloquially as the Bat Probe.
No.
Sorry, the thing that Hype just shared just reminded me of it was an old meme, but it was one that I enjoyed growing up in high school. Was heretical maybe, but I find it funny. Basically, it was saying it basically stated Jesus vowed to eliminate all sinners, and other such ne'er-do-wells from the earth. Thor vowed to eliminate all frost giants from the earth. I don't see many frost giants around.
So real quick, and you said that was based on something I shared? Because I don't remember sharing anything like that.
No. But just your thought, just your statement of, oh yeah, no, they're aggressive techniques, yes, but the results speak for themselves. Like, yeah, no, say what you want about Thor. That guy did a thorough job. No, none of them guys. But I didn't know frost giants were once said to be on the Earth. I thought they were in their own world or whatever.
They are! It's a bullshit thing that Marvel decided to come up with.
Ah.
Yeah, Jotunheim. Jotunheim is its own realm. And actually, one thing I do hate is also the fact that...
don't mind this. Basically, we're on the top of Wayne Towers, hence why, of course, Batman would have his own little, personal locker up here.
You just need a quick little pick-me-up.
And now we get the age-old twin-stick hacking device.
Yay.
Oh, this
But no, basically...
It makes me really wonder why I left the home without
I can
this.
use the remote hacking device
go
to
ahead.
get in.
Jotunheim is just supposed to be the land of the giants. I don't know why they changed it into frost giants for Marvel and stuff like that. I think due to a mistranslation, but I don't know.
Who's going to die next?
If I could just push you off.
Just one...
Man, he jumped before I could do
Yeah,
it.
that's one neat little thing about this game. The second your camera is away from the Joker and he finishes a line, he does disappear.
I do like that.
Things like that, like there little touches like that are always very nice when they play with your perception. Right.
The hatch is locked from inside.
Fine, I'll use the
Yeah.
little keypad.
Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of Thor and giants and all that stuff, I got my PS5 today.
Hooray.
But I can't play it for another fucking week.
Why not?
Shut the fuck up, Logan.
This means that I can still reign supreme on the leaderboards for another whole week.
I'm not going to play this game ever again.
What? That's no fun. Drone.
Oh, drone me on, why don't you? Why don't we have a little fun?
Drone me
First I can blind it.
on.
Okay, it won't actually... Okay, there's something that I need to do with it, but it looks like it will only let me do it once I'm actually there. But yeah, as you see there, you can temporarily blind the drone so that it cannot detect you, which I probably should have done earlier, but I did not have my device because I decided to leave it in the locker.
Uh-huh.
And right now he's demonstrating to them how the drone also comes with its own built-in taser.
So, the utility belt only has so many notches to fit your gadgets in.
I will make more
And-
notches.
Oh,
Man,
and here's a good thing.
Man, doesn't this guy just drone on?
So, you're literally a walking Swiss Army knife at this point. How many more notches could you fit?
I will invent...
So here's how this works.
Oh, sorry.
So here's how this works. Now in the Predator sections, if I get close to the person operating the drone, I can download codes from him. And now, once I've downloaded them,
Now I can turn that.
now I just target the drone, and I can actually incapacitate anything that it is currently targeting.
And by
Wait a minute.
incapacitate, mean kill.
Man, it's a good thing I remembered to set the safety on this thing before I
If I can
activate
find
it.
the control panel, I should be able to override it with the remote hacking
hang on.
device.
That is something for later. Where is that wire?
Is the electricity of knocking out.
Oh wait, there you are. There you are.
How oddly specific that like the one on the left isn't the one, but the one on the right is the one we need.
Proteins.
Oh, because the one on the left is actually refers to a different function. For now, we're trying to find Professor Stagg, and unfortunately, Scarecrow's goons are already here.
Mr. Stagg. He's not a professor. He's not that fancy.
Dr. Stagg?
No.
It's just
No,
Mr.
Dr.
Joel.
Either.
Done anything?
He's just a Lex Luthor knockoff.
I'll just call him Stagg.
Oh,
Sure.
So he's like the Flintard Glongold of the two.
Yeah, Flint the
Sure.
Lex Luthor thinks he's so rich and so... I don't know what...
Well, I
was
have
about to say-
hair, Luthor. Hair!
I was about to say, because I was about to make the joke. I mean, just like in the thing, I was about to say, okay, wait, what nationality is Lex Luthor? But they change it a lot of times.
No, they don't. He's usually American.
Oh, you know, I'm thinking of the animated
I should
series.
now have full rotation.
No, he's still American in the
Still
animated
American.
series.
You just had a tan in that one.
Yeah,
no,
dude, he runs for the president of the United States. You have to be American to become the president.
Okay,
It's literally a law.
I mistook the accent for something else. I have a poor memory when it comes to that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
accent.
this is how look at this, guys. I'm shaking an entire blimp, and no one knows what's going on.
Logan, you're wrong.
This is subtle.
I'm going to be airsick.
That just crash landed on someone's car with someone in it, maybe. I don't know. So anyway,
They have
that's what
insurance,
that's
right?
what that thing. That's what the thing does, James. Is if I get close to them, I can actually download the codes and allow me to then control the entire gyroscope of the gyro
The
balance or
maintenance
whatever
hatch
of
to
the
lower
ship.
level could provide access to the rest of the airship.
So off we go to try and find Mr. Stagg and stop whatever crazy gizmo they're up to. Oh, hang on. And as long as you're within range of that device, you can mess with the balance at any point.
Also, I will say the one thing about this game, again, that pisses me off that we don't even get a reference to Metamorpho is the fact of he runs a biochemistry company in this game.
So wait, wouldn't that then be what could potentially have led to a lot of the villains that we know, like all the accidents and things?
Many different DC
Oh,
people.
hello.
Wow! Hey, dude! Don't greet people like that.
That was rude.
What if I was your mother just coming in to check on, like, dear, how are you at?
Quick, tilt the ship.
Well, what if I was the pizza man? You're not gonna have your
Actually, could
pizza
I?
when I'm dead, now will you?
No, unfortunately, I cannot, James. Man, that would have been fun.
Oh, what would have been
That
fun
would've
again?
That would
If I could tilt the, especially in the lower area, like if I was able to tilt the ship while I'm in combat.
Oh. Wouldn't that
I
be a
believe
little
actually-
bit cumbersome to do? Because, like, given the
wouldn't
prompt that you have to...
I mean, I'd have to put some distance between us, sure, but could you imagine all those guys down there suddenly all just flopping over like, whoa, just flying everywhere? So, yeah,
Some of them might just end up falling off.
that is also true. I gotta be careful about that. Only wait until I have the video camera set up. Elements.
So make sure to bring the back camera.
But I think they have it set up in such a way where you can never actually gain gyro control of the blimp. Because that's the thing is, oh hey, Stagg.
Oh, there he is.
To save him.
Oh no.
They're gonna break his arm off.
They're gonna start giving him Indian burns on the broken arm. Sir, if the arm's broken, wouldn't he not be able to feel anything?
It's the principle of the matter, Alfred.
Alright. So anything I can do here? Let's be
I mean,
smart
it's simple
about this.
semantics. We're not talking about pink bellies here.
Okay. Well, good
We
news
know
that
how
none of
much
them
you
have-
hate pink bellies.
To this day, I hate them.
I hate people. So yeah, unfortunately, there are no, none of them have weapons, so I can't really do anything into this. So we're just gonna have fun.
You know, random thing. I decided to look up Metamorpho again, just like that, because I do like Metamorpho. He has never appeared in a video game for some reason. I'd like to note, this guy, this character, is from 1965.
Oh, also nice, lucky shot.
Well,
Usually the big guys take a lot of damage, so if you can get a prop kill on them, basically gives you a free kill for little effort. Take it.
take it or leave it, a lot of
I
you.
think this may actually be the largest group of enemies I've had to fight so far.
Yeah,
God.
it's like they're literally surrounding Pac-Man in droves.
Pac-Man.
Yeah,
So you have to come see this. I'm almost about to get a new high score. Well, now, Alfred.
honestly,
What's,
really,
Oh, you go first, sorry.
no, it's a random thing. You can do.
I was just going to continue off to think it's like, Alfred, I'm busy at the moment, but sir, I'm getting close to beating your high score. Okay, everyone, wait a minute! And everyone just stops fighting for a second, and he's like, Alfred, we've talked about this.
Oh,
I just love that though. I love he's like every minute they all just start watching on his phone. Oh my god, is he gonna beat level 256? He just might. If there was one man on this earth I could trust to beat level 256, it's him. And it's just like starts playing the emotional like Dark Knight theme as he's playing, and like sweat from his brow.
You know you made a bad movie when Hideo Kojima almost fell asleep.
I need to save it.
Oh, what movie do you fall asleep to?
Almost fell asleep to Black Adam.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like legitimately, he tweeted, I watched Black Adam, arrived early this morning from LA and thought I was going to fall asleep. I stayed awake and was able to watch it.
Are you sure that?
Also, be right back, guys.
Oh, no
Okay.
worries. Try to think. Like,
I mean-
did you say? Oh, sorry.
No, what?
I was just trying to make sure I wasn't like mishearing the tweet. Did you say that he took a flight first before he watched the movie?
To be fair, yes, there is that, so he could have almost fallen asleep to that. But it's also the fact of, one, Black Adam is kind of a boring movie, and two,
That's fair.
he didn't really tweet whether it was good or bad. He just said, well, I stayed awake and watched it.
I just feel like if you're gonna like clarify that you just got off the jet first thing, then there is like that speck of doubt where it's like you probably would have enjoyed it better if you completely got rid of the jet lag.
Yeah, either way, the
Perhaps-
Snyderverse is going to die soon, and I'm actually happy about that. Also, I am not going to be seeing Shazam 2 anymore.
Yeah, dude, the lead's a dickhead.
Oh, I still have a poll.
Oh, that's right. The bat pole. Oh, you just
My favorite.
chunked him. Ow.
Batter up, bitches.
Oh,
I would love
square, man.
I would love if he get a baseball bat and just call it "It's the Bat."
It's the bat. The bat what?
This is the bat
It's the
bat.
bat.
And
Sorry, no. You were saying?
It's like, it's the bat bat. The first thug who laughs at it gets to get hit by it first.
Yo, why does Batman have a bat? I can call this the Bat Bat. Here,
Or-
allow me to demonstrate.
Or wait, it's like you may call it the Bat. I call it the Bat Forget Me Stick.
Well, use the forgive me stick. Oh, right.
Also likely forgot.
Just look at him, minion.
That's exactly what I was referencing, and we need to watch that movie sometime. Also,
Well,
if
it is
there
part-
was
I
any,
want, it is still part of our yes.
Yeah.
It is part of our
we
marathon.
go.
Okay, I now figured
Also,
out
I
what
will
I
say
need to do.
this.
I really need to take advantage of my takedown combo.
yeah. Also,
Mr. Stagg, are you in this buried of bodies? There he is.
There he is.
Also, if there was any, I mean, fucking any like DreamWorks movie that deserves a sequel, it is Megamind.
It's like
Yeah.
one of the
Agreed.
it's like one of the best things Will Ferrell has been attached to.
I mean, if
Oh, yeah.
freaking if Puss in Boots was able to get a supposed technically a sequel after like what 10+ years or so.
It is
mean,
a sequel.
11.
Yeah,
I mean,
love
yeah,
it.
but yeah, I mean, if that could get a sequel, never say never for a Megamind.
Scarecrow.
He's on the second airship.
Did he have any?
Oh, I landed on the wrong one. Shoot.
Ooh.
Oh,
We both know she's
Hey, what?
don't we, Bats?
man, Stagg, you got ugly.
Just give it a bit, and yeah, you just up and vanished. Like, damn, we say Batman. is the
whoa,
ma-
whoa.
You
What are
guys
y'all doing?
You guys
Oh.
aren't mad at me about beating you up earlier, are you?
Stay the fuck down!
I said forget it.
Well, considering how a lot of them were just kind of...
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, okay,
sequence.
they just fell down.
Whoa.
I thought some of them actually
hello.
exploded.
There it is.
Come on, Bats, you know you want to.
Again, I love the idea of they don't start turning into a Joker until your camera is already away.
Oh.
Yeah, no. No.
Fight the struggle, Batman.
Yeah, no. Again, like right there, like they know how to really hide things in the camera and force perspective. It's really good. I really wish they could do more with this.
Wave goodbye. That's the last time you'll see him.
Bye, Batman.
Really?
It was
Goodbye
not
now.
the last time you saw him.
Goodbye now. Goodbye.
Bye. How do you like that, Mr. Daddy Mustafa?
Let's set this up.
Nucleus.
Nucleosides. I know there's a word that
Nucleosides.
there's a word I can't pronounce. Okay.
That is
Nucleosides.
most certainly a word.
Nucleosides.
Oh boy.
Nucleosides, thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
can't go that way.
Batman, you might want to move to the wall over there.
Yeah, maybe let's not put on the phone. Alfred. Oh, hang on. I'm going through a tunnel.
Right. The schematics show a security terminal in the research laboratory towards the rear.
Think of how much sleep poor Alfred needs alongside Bruce.
That's the sad part. That's why I will always believe Alfred is the GOAT. He does so much and still has to keep up appearances. Cause wasn't there like at some point it was like mentioned that like Alfred at times kind of became a like an unofficial liaison for like almost all of Wayne Enterprises like corporate decisions and things like that.
If not
Maybe?
Lucius Fox, then yes, him definitely.
That's oh no, you're right.
We're talking-
Right. Lucius Fox
Yeah,
is usually the person who had that
Yeah, Lucius
job.
Fox would make more sense for that stuff. But like again, we have Alfred here, who's pretty much just Batman's aide in these situations.
Yeah, just imagine like what if it gets to a point where it's like, sir, I understand there's no hope in heaven for you to have a social life, but I would like to have a girlfriend at some point in my life.
Did he ever have one?
I think there was like a comic or two where he hooked up with another Batman supporting character, but I don't know how long that stuck.
That's fair. And I mean, nothing says he can't have his, social life, for lack of a better word, sometimes. Like that episode of the animated series where he and this other elderly lady went to a spa at Bruce's behest.
That's true.
Which, all sounds good until they turn into fucking wood statues.
Oh, that's right. Actually, I might be thinking of a different episode. I was thinking of the one where Bruce got a girlfriend and it turned out to be like a plant creature that Ivy made.
It was
That
just
actually happened?
like just a plant. Like they legitimately took that plot point from the Harley Quinn show where a sentient plant that could talk and stuff, but instead
Well,
it was
no,
supposed
it's
to be
not. It's not like a plant with a wig. I mean, like it's like a human person made from plants. Like and it wasn't.
I
Just
don't know
Bruce.
which is weirder for me. I'll be honest.
And then it's like it wasn't just Bruce that she was doing it to. Apparently, she did this for like a lot of like Gotham's most like elite richness, for lack of a better word, and we're using the plant people to basically swindle them out of their fortunes.
That is so. I'm not saying that you're the dumb one here, Hype. I'm just saying that between plant that wears wig and human made of plants together working as a unit, I don't know which sounds more ridiculous to me.
Well, if it means anything, Logan, that exact same plot point is actually also leads to probably one of the more depressing episodes in the series involving Ivy.
Aww. Yeah. Elevators are for chumps.
I'm my own elevator. I can even play my own elevator music.
It's really inconvenient when it's out of order, and usually that leads me to a trip to the Bat ER.
We still pals?
Actually, I do have to still keep going for it.
Friends for life.
Jeez.
Anyway, don't blame me.
Just ignore him, Batman.
I'm just
Can't
gonna come
hurt
out
you,
and say
don't
it.
look at him.
I hate you, Joker.
Bats. I
hate you
amalgamation
too.
of. Oh. Yeah, that's actually better.
It's
I was a
like,
bit-
I
Bats,
hate you the
made-
most. I hate you forever.
Batman's not stupid enough to find him.
That's better than I was gonna be like, Bats. I am shocked. I may be an amalgamation of your fears and all your guilt and regrets made manifest, but I still have feelings.
Turn it against them.
Yeah, I was just basing that off the whole the thing from the Lego Batman movie, where it basically is just like a bickering couple, but replace love with hate.
One hard drive.
I still love that. Also,
I will be
actually
honest
not-
here, I will be honest as you're seeing here. I dislike that the HUD for this thing is hidden by Batman's fat head, so I can't tell. So like you see it like it'll say of 3, and I can't tell if it's like is it all 3? Is it one of 3? Like
It's the bat head. Thank you very much.
thank you. Just
And my head is not fat. It's
There
just
it
big
is.
boned.
Okay.
Also, sorry, just you mentioning the whole thing of like it just I don't know why. Just like Joker saying that one line, like you made up the and he's doing it again. You made up the whole line of the like I have feelings. I feel like it'd be more like, the Joker is very. He would definitely make the line. It's so cute how you think that could work on me. Don't you know I'm dead inside?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's only targeting one person.
Joke's on you! I hate commitment!
Okay, come on.
Also,
Gotta
sorry
be
for
more.
drawing that out. I'm very tired right now.
No,
Oh,
you're
dude,
fine.
you're okay, dude.
Yeah.
You've had a long day's work, I think.
Is that
Yeah,
a stick?
and I got a PS5 and can't play it, so I'm angry.
I guess.
well, these-
Yeah, why can't you play it, Matt?
Cause my birthday is next week, and I made
I'll
a
do.
My parents bought it for me for my birthday, but I had to pick it up. But I made a promise that I would not open it until
That's
my
fair.
birthday.
Huh. What if you played it and then quickly rewrapped it before they got there?
They would know. They would know.
They're good. They're good about that sort of thing.
Yeah, they're there's the tape that keeps it closed. If I snip that, they're going to know.
Put new tape.
No.
Okay.
Why not get the exact same tape that they've had?
I just love that
Buy
response of,
another PS5 and use that one as a decoy.
oh, to save
I
on
guarantee
postage.
you they'll never know.
Actually, here's a fun fact. They might have accidentally fucked up the payment on my PS5, actually.
Wait, they didn't do that whole like refund you quickly and then withdraw it a second time?
They didn't withdraw it a second time. So, and I asked them, it's like, do I have to pay it? It's like, well, if they messed up, then they messed up and it's on us.
I love this real quick. Relaxing to his music, and right about here, right about there is probably when he's realizing that he maybe should have invested into that security premium.
Probably.
So hang on, that's actually important because I now know that his hands.
Nothing here to help me.
Oh, fine. I'm waiting for the bit where he. Come on.
There
I'm
you
waiting
go.
for a bit when his flat hand, his still to fist, right there.
Stagg will have left a handprint on the
There
floor
you go.
there. I should check for other
lift it up.
places he touched.
Doot, 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 doot.
There's more chance.
Oh,
of
hang on.
getting
Where'd he go?
fingerprints.
Oh, he went down the stairs.
Oh, please make it stop.
He touched the floor.
another
after
print?
He was thrown down the stairs. I should search for
Doot,
more
doot, doot.
prints.
Is the-
I'm fairly certain if this. I'm fairly certain if this wasn't Batman technology, he wouldn't be able to do this.
I know, but just isn't that just the thing? That, hey,
He
okay,
throws
he's
blue
currently right
towels. I mean Staggs. Yes, I admit that he is called Staggs.
Why?
there. Okay, right there he would have put. Wait, hang on. Right there he puts his head
There.
against the wall to brace
Touched that
himself.
railing when he steadied himself. I should find more prints.
Ow, stop it!
Camera, he gets chucked. Come on. There you are. Ow. Right there.
Hello,
that
my
was
name is
easy.
Arkham
Oh, hang
Knight.
on.
I like to
Not
throw
there.
old men.
Moment. Stagg left a handprint near the exit to the
That
room.
is my new power. That's my superpower. What's yours?
Now I just have to scan.
Kicking your
I'll
ass.
see you throwing old men around.
Oh.
What's the deal here?
Oh, hello.
Constructing a match using all these.
I find it interesting that he actually appears in detective mode.
What do you think they're going to do to Bob?
Yeah,
that's-
that's a good point.
And whoop, there you go. Good. Now, anyway.
You're literally disturbing the vibe.
I'm just not. I really do like these detective things. Man,
3 locations left
I
to
think it was
scan.
produced by Telltale, but a long time ago, I really enjoyed this CSI game series
I've
that
been
they
able to
produced for the
reconstruct
computer.
Stagg's middle
I
finger.
think
2 spots left to
Telltale
scan.
did a CSI game. Yeah.
I think it was that one. This was like way back, like back when like
Completed reconstruction
back
of
with like
Stagg's
back in the
thumb.
age of like
One side
Bone
left.
and Sam and Max. Wait, I'm looking this up really quick because I'm curious. CSI PC.
I forgot
game.
that they made a Bone game.
Yeah, it was like one of the very first games that they did, and unfortunately they stopped around the second book.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
we
and I
please?
apologize. And I apologize.
Can we?
It was not. I apologize. It was not Telltale. It was actually Ubisoft, developed
Oh,
by
okay.
369 Interactive.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
I guess when
Focus
Telltale
on
did
it.
something along the lines of a CSI game.
I really hope I have. I really hope I
should be
have
able
the
to access
correct.
Stagg's
I
computer
was say I really hope I have the correct name. I want to say the game was meant to be on CSI during the time when Lawrence Fishburne was on the show. Is that the actor who plays? No. What is that?
I don't
forgot
watch
his
a lot of
name.
CSI, so I wouldn't
I
be
know
able to
that
tell
Lord.
you.
That's genius.
I know that Lawrence Fishburne was in
I
Hannibal.
know. When you're done,
here, I'm gonna share this with Matt real quick in recording chat. Who is the individual in the upper left of this box art?
That is Lawrence Fishburne, yes.
Okay, I did get the name right. Okay. See ya.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So, oh no, wait, they did technically develop it, but yeah, Ubisoft.
Yep.
Otherwise they were previously known for Telltale Texas Hold'em, and yeah, Bone came after it.
Oh, okay. So what's the, okay?
And
Now we're
honestly-
gonna use the turret on this blimp to shoot the turrets on that blimp.
Honestly, that's something I really want to see. Now that they, okay, not Telltale specifically, but since Skunk Ape Games, like, where a majority of the old Telltale staff came from, I want to know. I would love it if they were able to like pick up where they left off. Like, well, first off, maybe remake chapters 1 and 2, and then maybe pick up where they left off. Because I feel like,
how about we get another poker night?
I mean, that'd be fine too.
I'm still up for another poker night. And we've had many a conversation on this about who we would have be in it. I forget. Have we ever asked you, Doug, that question? I feel like we have.
I don't think so.
What have you found?
So if you were to do a poker night of the inventory, and as we've seen between 1 and 2, you really are not limited to either media or IP at this point. Who would be the 4 people that you would like to most see, like, have banter and, you know, small interactions and conversations throughout a game of poker?
Or 5th, if you want to have like a guest dealer.
I would have to think about that.
Okay.
No worries. By all means, we're gonna be here for a little while. So,
First one's Raymond, obviously.
Well, yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
Actually, can I give one?
What's up?
Oddly enough,
Yeah, sure.
I would like the dealer to be Rodan.
Okay.
From Bayonetta.
Yeah, from Bayonetta.
I mean, yeah.
In fact, make it that it takes place at the gates of hell.
Oh God.
Well,
I mean, that could be like one of many. That could be like one of multiple tables you could play on. I'm sure.
Yeah,
That is true. They do. Oh, great. We're introduced to medics. We're introduced to the medics zapping people. So now you are required to use the back claw on them to quickly discharge the electricity before coming in contact with them.
Temporarily carry an electric charge.
Well, shit.
Won't be able to hit them when they're in that state.
Well, and how do we deflect them?
Or just grab with the back claw.
Also, another one, maybe Bayonetta as a player.
Also, good news.
What's up?
I do have this. I do have the bonus perk, which allows me to do this. Now, if he attempts to revive somebody, he's gonna zap himself. And there we go.
There you go. Make the most of it, Batsy.
I kind of want to see that happen, not going to lie.
Yeah,
See if we can get that to work.
It'd be kind of interesting.
Break my arm now.
I mean, I guess, you know, times have definitely come and gone. Like, if you guys were to make your, 5 characters for a Poker Night sequel, like, do we want to elaborate on who we would want those to be?
Before I say mine, were there any other ones you
He
wanted,
just
Matt?
did it.
Oof.
Okay, so I see. It's either if he resuscitates someone or if he tries to give someone the electric boost. It also does that.
Okay.
But anyway, I was just saying, like, before I said mine, were there any other ones you wanted, Matt?
I mean, I will make a list. So while you guys do your thing, I'm going to make my list.
Okay,
Alrighty.
well, if I had to pick one,
Who would be the dealer and who would be the players?
man, I don't know. Oh, jeez.
Da.
I don't know. Again, part of me, if we were to still do it and have at least one representative of it, I still would have loved having Bosco as a player.
Yes.
That would have been funny.
There we go.
That was one hell of
Future
a
of
camera.
Gotham is protected once again.
Let me see. I think one that I would pick, and I do this because I know both games did technically have, like, a sort of compatibility with the game. Spy from TF2.
Yeah, I'll go with this one. Oh, Spy TF2 would be fun.
Yeah, because, like, both games would let you unlock outfits that you can wear in the game.
EMP blast to afford one a little breathing
That
room.
is true.
But don't worry. The
But yeah, there's that. I know Sega would never let them, but for a guest dealer, I would say Eggman.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. If not, if not having Eggman be a dealer and if not having Eggman as a player and Sage as the dealer. It's like, wait, don't you think that's a little bit of bias? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, Eggman wouldn't let her into the inventory because he has to set a good example for her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No minors,
That
even if you're
polygon- what is that
AI.
polygon? Oh, it was the glass.
Dude,
Yes, it was indeed the glass.
Well, because like there was this weird like you saw that right? Like there was this weird like flickering thing as I was gliding in. I think it was part of the glass.
It might have been, yeah.
but yeah, as far as like other characters go, There's a part of me that likes the idea of, like, Guybrush being there, just, like, fibbing his way through all the hands in his typical Guybrush flair.
Yeah, he would be perfect, actually.
See, and I did have one in mind, but I wasn't sure if it would fit since they are, like, very much, like, console-exclusive characters, but either Quark or Nefarious.
Or definitely. Well, I mean...
Dodge this.
At the same time, though, not to belittle the guy who voices him in
Whoa.
for a brief bit. Whoa.
You alright, dude?
I think he's having the time of his life right now.
You okay?
Arkham Ragdoll, you never cease to amaze us.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, and
he's better now.
it stopped. Yep.
If you look closer, you can see If you look closer, you can see just the moment when his heart stopped.
You say that out.
Wait. You hear just the moment the heart stops, and then you hear the dead space.
Well, that's again. That's actually a reference to Half-Life's beep as well. Which in terms of if we're covering like certain classic FPS games like between Turok, part of me does want to cover Black Mesa and Half-Life 2.
Why not?
See, why not?
Well, we're already covering so many other things.
Well, I mean, like you say that, we still need to eventually get around to working on Portal 2.
That is also true. I forget what.
I love the way Batman's tilting here. It's like on top of Old Smoky, all covered in weeds.
I lost my poor bat. My voice cracked.
Oh, somebody help me, please.
Just somehow, just swiftly and neatly, that just went.
My voice cracked.
You couldn't ask for better timing, honestly.
What? Something about just certain things falling at a certain speed. It's just.
Especially after you make that fucking blanket statement.
By the way, I think I have a few now.
Actually, some heavy news here.
Oh.
Ooh.
The revised formula works perfectly. It passes through clothing and is readily absorbed through the skin and eyes.
Ooh.
Gas masks are useless. The results are horrifying.
So who knew? Simon Stagg is actually evil, and was 100% working with the Scarecrow on fear toxin. Anyway, what was that you were saying, Matt?
Well, I have a few ideas now.
Okay.
Go for it.
So like Rodan would be a dealer.
I guess apologies. Just only saying for people who are curious. All that we're going to be seeing here is a number of things here talking about it. You got subtitles. Go for it, Matt.
Alright. But yeah, like Rodan, I pose like a dealer and stuff like that, and Bayonetta may be a player, but I feel like 4 I would want as a player. 1, Isaac Clarke. I actually would like to see that. Like, just Dead Space. I do like Dead Space. I think that Isaac is an interesting enough character. And, oh no. That one's on the table. 1 is Neocortex. Another one I have is Plague Knight.
Plague Knight, like from Shovel Knight?
From Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
I was thinking Shovel Knight himself, but I was like, no, Plague Knight would be the most fun. And all that.
Well, then, I'm going to have to ask you a follow-up question to that later, but continue.
And then the one I think you'll like, Logan, that you have to agree with me. Goro Majima would be great in a game of poker.
Absolutely. Or you could have a mysterious 6 person. He's actually the host of everything, and it's like it's Yakuza 0.
Maybe, but I feel like I want to see him as a player.
Well, I think they established in both games that it's actually I don't know why I'm blanking. Of all names, Winslow from Tales of Monkey Island that technically runs the inventory.
That is also true. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Anyway, what was your question?
Good old Winslow.
If you are establishing that Plague Knight will be in it, similar with the case that we had in
the first game with the Penny Arcade guy,
Poker Night Inventory 1. Yeah, with I forgot his name already. Tycho, thank you. Who would you want to voice Plague Knight?
Ooh. Just to piss you off, Matthew Mercer. I
don't know. Can Matthew Mercer pull off high-pitched voices like the one you gave him?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, no, he can definitely do that. I mean, Logan, I suggest you look up some of his voice work on just Critical Role alone. With like he is amazing with his voices on Critical Role. Oh damn.
In fact, we've had
Damn.
to restrain the patient, haven't we, Mr. Huxley? I'll kill you all.
Okay, well,
Simon,
good
your
talk, man.
dick.
And last.
Oh, hey, Joker.
Fear toxin may be dangerous for you and your loved one. Prolonged exposure to fear toxin may induce episodes of extreme psychological trauma.
Jeez, that's actually pretty impressive.
Okay.
I feel like
It
they
sounded a
actually
little
sped
digitally
it up.
sped up, but
I feel like
a
they
little
actually
dig-
sped that up.
Oh, of course, of course.
it sounded slightly sped up. And whoop, done. Okay.
I'm trying to think
Never
of...
gets old.
You know what? Actually, legitimate answer, I feel like he would work. Alex Hirsch.
Project codenamed Cloudburst.
Like it's Alex
as
Hirsch
Yeah, I
Plague
can
himself.
see
Knight.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, Alex Hirsch as Plague Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Although
He's here for the device.
now
I'm giving you
I'll admit
remote
though, now you got
access
me
to
just like
Stagg's
wondering
computer.
like
Search
if
for
you were to
anything
have
related
one
to the
real life
Cloudburst.
person brought
Need
into
to know
Poker
what
Night
it
the
is.
inventory and like actually involved as a player, who would you want to have be that?
Like a character or an
Like an actual actor, like Danica Patrick in Sega All Stars for whatever reason.
Oh god. You
Yeah, that
know
was
what?
weird,
Actually,
though. He was so
Matthew
weird.
Mercer.
Oh, just have him in his critical role
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah, just Matt Mercer as Matt Mercer. In fact, make him the dealer.
I would have
Actually.
Matt Mercer there, but only if he starts like having a nervous tick where he starts accidentally talking as though he's playing tabletop, and they have to keep reminding him that he's actually playing poker.
No, like, that's what I was thinking. Make him the dealer and him doing all that.
All right, roll for initiative. There's only cards. Oh.
Oh, you know what? Just you mentioned Hirsch earlier. I thought of another person I would have in my Poker Night cast, Grunkle Stan.
Yes.
Oh, that would be fun.
Man, last time I was playing this, I had 5 aces up my sleeve. I know
your voice
technically
down
that's
there.
not legal, but...
Careful your voice, Matthew. You're gonna throw out your back in your old age.
Shut up.
Birthday is almost here. Also, for those curious, the way I have to handle this is I need to literally take out everyone except that guy.
Get my
because
Grunkle stand has deteriorated, okay, man?
It's appreciated in value.
No fucking ain't.
Woo.
Work is nearly done,
There's a reason why I stopped voice acting.
and the cloudburst
Well, outside of like very close friends projects.
keeps supplying me with energy.
Aside from that, yeah.
Were you actually worried you were gonna throw out your back?
No, I'll go over it later. It's kind of a serious topic.
Oh, fair enough. Oh,
That's
no.
fair. Better to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
Confuse him. Okay.
Confuse
Where's the heavy melee? Okay, heavy weapons guy went over there.
I'm heavy weapons guy.
That is 100% what he's doing. I really do wish, because you don't have it in this game. It was only in Origins, I want to say. I wish that you could have the old sonar or sonic batarang to lure people around.
Well, no, that's been a thing since like Asylum and in City.
But you don't have it in this game, which is unfortunate, because I really wish I could move people around a little more,
Yeah.
you know, reliably. Okay, there's one guy there. One guy over there. I really had no idea how to get that guy away from the door. He is in love with that door.
No, he's Agent Super Bowl with doors.
I mean, I could do this. Hang on a second. 1, 2.
May I openly weep,
Now,
sir.
if he sees me...
Not only do you have
now,
permission, but I encourage it.
So now if he sees me, he will blow up. Like this. Watch. And hang on.
Wait till that guy's out of the way. Actually, yeah, take him out first. No one's gonna need to see this.
We'll just go over here. How are you?
Peekaboo.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
You won't. I bet you won't. Thank you. Now then.
Congratulations, Batman. You once again killed someone.
Hey, he was the one who pulled the trigger, not me.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I think-
like he killed himself in that instance. I plead the fifth.
Sir, you literally planted the seeds.
You didn't have to pull the trigger.
On those seeds.
I think I thought of the characters who I would suggest for the Pokemon thing.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Rayman's obviously the first one, like I said a couple of minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool.
Oh, you
Just
know
for
what?
the shits and
Deadpool was
giggles,
one I
but-
was gonna say as well, but I figured that would have been too chaotic.
It'd be great.
Compared to
King
fucking
from Owl
Axe.
House.
Oh, King? Yeah, that'd be a fun
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
I would love that. And he has to. Oh, jeez, I forgot. With these guys, you have to do a little like quick time event to beat him down while counter.
Oh yeah.
Counter.
Who else you got, by the way?
Counter. Hang on.
Yeah, King from Owl House. I'd say, you know what, fuck it, might as well put Bayonetta in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay with
Thank you.
And the dealer's
But,
Robert Downey Jr.
Ha!
What has he been up to lately?
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
He
Maybe
could be
it's
enjoying
Stagg.
retirement for all we know.
You lied to me. You've got one more chance, Stagg.
You lied to me.
No one lies to me. You told me there was a tooth fairy, goddammit.
I'll believe in many things. The Tooth Fairy is one of those things.
Look me in the eyes.
in tooth fairies.
Look. Oh crap!
don't?
He's spraying fear toxin on him.
This is your punishment, Stag. Have a taste of your own medicine.
Not blueberry flavored.
I don't know. It's all over my skin.
The monkeys are all over my skin.
Get them out of my pants!
Leave you to your nightmare.
That.
I.
Backing up. That claw
What?
thing, shouldn't that have like dug into his skin?
Yeah, it
He didn't
did.
have armor. He just had a simple polyester button-up shirt. Also, the other idea I was just thinking was like when he pulled him close, like, look me in the eyes. These are the eyes of a little boy who just had Christmas ruined, Mr. Stagg.
What?
Because he got the tooth fairy.
No, I just imagine just Stagg going like, what?
This is it. The moment we've both been waiting for.
There's the cloudburst right ahead of us.
Down there.
Oh, there it is.
Stop him and save Oracle. Or am
Get
I
it!
gonna get another hit of that delicious gas while you watch helpless as she dies. How do we decide?
Wait. Two.
Wait, there's two of them.
Hey, I thought we were only having to worry about two of them.
As our first contestant. You.
One of you is a fucking fake.
Step up.
So, I don't know. He wasn't here when I did this. Doug, which one do you think I should punch?
So, which one will it be?
I mean, Joker's right.
Difficult, isn't it? Is it the one
I say the one on the right. He looks like he'd be a wife cheater.
Wife cheater.
I
I don't know, I want to rip off that face of his.
so hard, isn't it? But what's the alternative? You don't want to be left watching the real
I
game.
Then
think
again,
I'm
the
picking
left,
up
then again, the left guy looks like he probably has 9 wives back home.
Okay, fine. I'll hit this one.
You're doing it.
Oh,
Yeah, fun fact, by the way, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I know, but I like having fun with it. But
Man,
No
Joker,
matter
he
what,
was
you're always
right.
wrong.
don't you just hate that? Especially, like, I always think back to freaking Wario World, where on the first level you have like 2 bridges, and one of them is likely going to snap and take you down to the Unithorn's lair. No matter what you take, the first one you take is going to snap.
right. I also never understood how his glove works. Like, he could have easily injected us, but he only sprayed us. I guess because the armor, he didn't know his needles wouldn't get to us or not.
Right.
That doesn't make sense considering the ending, Logan.
As I tear your mind apart.
That is also true. Then
Yeah,
again, maybe it's what's it like a precaution sort of thing. Like say I'll save some of that on his claws for maybe a more juicy case.
That's possible.
In the
Also,
end,
all
this
the
is Batman we're
jokers in
talking
the
about.
background.
Yep.
oh, there are a lot of them.
My money's on the ugly face.
Which one?
It's already happened.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a good one, Joker. Thanks, Joker.
Look at me. I'm amazing.
Oh,
This body.
Oh
Believe how strong it is.
Oh boy, you guys are screwed now.
A bad man who's literally about to pull off his last laugh.
I'm not the Joker anymore. I'm the Joke Man.
rude.
It would be interesting if like is there an actual like updated moveset that I'm using here to be more brutal?
Not
well,
sure.
that probably.
Much brutality.
Can I get to punch you now?
You almost killed these men.
Want to punch you?
You were ready to abandon.
Why can't I punch you? You're right there. Why can't I feel my arm so I can punch you?
I could punch you right now, but for some reason my arm doesn't want me to.
Also notice his eyes; they are still green now.
Something better.
There we go.
There you go. Just
I guess I just pushed the button. Oh,
just had to wait for him to finish his monologue.
Come on, finish him. Look at him. He's no better than the creep who killed your parents. You need to do something. You need to stop him.
Can you not be so close? Smell your breath. Oh, whoa.
Where do they even have this?
So huge.
Where did this come from?
Oh.
Oh, at least we wore off the toxin.
Never mind.
Oh, God.
Things changed. You're different. I prefer to call it a work in progress, but it does show potential.
So did we literally just kill someone, or was that just another night?
It's just a hallucination.
There's
Yeah.
nowhere to run. Who said anything about running?
I mean, me, because that's exactly what you're doing.
Head down the hatches.
You are literally running away from me as I'm watching you.
I'm not literally running. I'm not using my legs.
I can see Jeffrey up there driving the helicarrier.
Jeffrey,
He's
we've
really
been
helping
over
him.
this.
Jeffrey, what did we say about this?
Jeffrey, you were literally helping him run away. Ow.
You're grounded,
Can
Mr.
you believe
Freak.
that? Can you believe that missile launch and all that didn't actually destabilize this blimp, and it's not actually going to crash land after all this?
Yeah, in fact, the blimp is kind of just in the same place all the time.
Yeah, because basically you are able to come back here multiple times to.
They put it in parking.
Yes, and the air brakes are really working.
Gotham, you need to see this.
Oh.
How does it feel to see your city on the brink of ruin?
Oh, crap.
Your friends in the clutches of death.
Oh.
You stretched yourself too far this
Wait, what happened? What was in that video?
That was
It was
Oracle.
Barbara.
Oh, okay, I figured.
Trapped in the cell that we found poison ivy in earlier.
As that final dying breath escapes her body, she will know you are the one who failed.
But we do recognize that, which means we can go there and grab her.
Assuming she's still there.
Let's go.
Alfred, he's holding Oracle at the safe house in Chinatown. I'm heading there now.
Please hurry, sir.
Wow, I actually went so fast he couldn't even like load in the rest of his sentence.
Damn bad reception. That's the shit on me
Don't
now.
tell me twice.
It was so fast that Alfred accidentally ended the call.
Yeah.
I mean, you are making haste, so...
Oh,
Got
that
it.
Wi-Fi kicked out.
Nice.
The Batfi.
The Bi-Fi.
Batfi.
He's got no
Oh,
sense of
shit.
occasion.
We both know fear is theatrics, Batman. So permit me the indulgence of putting on this show.
Ooh, maybe I got bag-faced wrong. Oh, here comes the toxin.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Taste it.
Just as she's waking up, too.
Barbara!
Yes, you see it now. The horror behind
Oh, don't tell me that's a one-way screen.
that will be your
No,
end.
she can see us because.
To pick up that gun and deny him.
Don't listen!
Wait, Barbara! No! No with the gun!
Barbara, it's me! Your friend.
You won't get me. I won't let you get me.
Jesus
You will
Christ.
bring death to all who follow you.
Barbara.
Sir, what's happened?
She's gone, Alfred.
What do you mean?
Barbara. Scarecrow was punishing me. He killed her.
No.
I should have protected her, Alfred. She's dead because of me.
Sir, please listen. Stagg's files have revealed what the cloudburst does. It's a dispersal device. Sir, don't you see? Scarecrow has the means to engulf the entire city in fear toxin. You stopped him from making it operational, but it's only a matter of time. Sir, did you hear me?
He heard you. He is wondering how he can live with himself.
Thanks, we didn't need the extra exposition there, Joker.
Miss Gordon's death. Don't let it be for nothing.
Oh, you can't bring her back. Let Uncle Jay take charge. No more bad memories, no more pain, no more fear. Scouts on her.
Ivy.
Oh, no.
Man!
Alfred, run a satellite scanner.
Man, I almost got him too.
Damn it, I was this close! Ivy
GCPD.
always has to ruin the fun.
Ivy was immune to Scarecrow's toxin.
I should have clipped her roots years
She
ago.
doesn't have a choice.
But my prunes just weren't sharp enough. Then again, I did get them from the dollar store.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go talk to Ivy and see if she can help us come up with a way to... basically, we're going to try and see if we can use our own Cloudburst device to counteract the fear toxin before it happens.
May I just say real quick, there's something oddly, funny about how a lot of us were actually respectful enough to keep quiet during Barbara's whole thing there.
I think there are moments that we shouldn't joke about, or it's hard to have. It's a little harder to have brevity. That is, I don't know, because we definitely had moments of brevity when we're beating people up and stuff. But that's just Batman goon. But I feel like for moments like that, sometimes almost wonder if it's in poor taste to be cracking jokes at that time.
I mean,
Of course, yeah.
To be fair, I was silent for a different reason, but yeah.
I will tell you though, my gosh, for moments like that, the steady breathing I have to do to just delicately move the right analog stick to do something theatric with the camera while I have control to do those sweeping motions without it. Batman.
Just
Batman has never been the same.
This is awkward, Batman.
Oh, jeez.
Now everyone's. You can't see me.
Sir, we can see you.
you. No, you can't.
Wait,
I can see you.
Hold on, Frank. I know how it is. Oh, where did he go? I didn't see Batman anywhere. Oh, it looks like he's leaving. Oh, it looks like he's leaving. Oh, he is definitely in the Batmobile. Oh, there he is.
I was here all along.
Oh.
Gotham PD's Gotham's finest. I was here all along.
I thought you were
just shot my pants.
I thought it was gonna be something different where it's oh well, I guess he's gone for good. Hey, how about we just listen to some music while we wait on him? Do you know any good rock and roll?
Also, the game never prompts you about this, but Hype, tell me what that green thingy means on that character.
So you know how in Origins, you know how in Arkham City, Riddler would have a bunch of informants around Arkham City, and they would be labeled with this green aura?
Yes.
This implies that Riddler even has a couple of plants inside the GCPD.
Huh. Well, we talked to him nicely.
You're working for Riddler.
What? You're crazy. Batman's gone crazy, guys.
What are you doing, Batman? Back off.
Stand down, Batman. I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
Are you sure?
Okay. I do favors for Enigma. Gentleman Gordon's on his trail. Those dumb trophies.
You're the one who's been putting the Riddler trophies around the place?
But that's it, really. I'm not such a bad guy. I swear.
I don't.
You're still working for a bad guy.
In you go.
You can't throw me in here. I'm a cop.
Not anymore.
You're fired.
And the other two are just standing there Jesus, fuck Charlie.
You want to tell him no?
Charlie, I was gonna make you my kid's godfather.
Wait, my name isn't even Charlie. It's JT. Jesus.
What the hell happened on that airship?
Scarecrow took the cloudburst.
I'm guessing that's bad.
Where's Gordon?
He's still looking for Barb. I can't reach him. Tell me you found her, Batman.
I'm sorry.
No, don't say it. Not her.
If Gordon
Yeah,
comes back,
man,
lock
even
him up.
it sucks that even.
Goes after
Well, I mean,
Scarecrow.
it's sad that even
He's
Cash
only
gets
against
emotional
one
over
man.
this.
Well, for sure. Whoops. Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry, I did not mean to do that.
No.
I thought you might need a. I thought you might need a breeze. It is hot in here.
Well, there's one of the firefighters I saved. I'll have to save the whole crew later. What was it? I mean, because I assume, especially with Gordon working here, that Barbara has worked here and been here long enough that like almost all of the staff would know of her.
Yeah, like Arkham Origins established that she does visit the GCPD now and then.
This is fair, considering, you know, her dad's literally the commissioner.
Firefighters, not Navy SEAls.
Come on, let me talk to Ivy.
I mean, heck, maybe when she was younger, she'd get to come because, you know, take your child to work day sort of bullshit.
Yeah.
You need a miracle.
Why didn't the gas affect you?
You are scared.
You would be too if you knew what Scarecrow's planning.
And I should trust you. Why?
Because without your help, every plant in this city will die.
He's got you there, Ivy.
That is such a stupid character arc that this game gave me, but I will fall for it and comply.
I mean, think about it this way: the flowers on your hair, in your hair, will wilt the moment that toxic stuff comes straight to your door.
Man, that would be unfortunate. It took years to grow these particular flowers to accentuate my hair.
There's no way I can produce enough on my own.
They really accentuate my features, don't you know?
Oh yes, I'm sure they accentuate many features.
Where to?
Just yeah, seeing her again, it's like
They're the oldest plants in
I know it's always been kind of weird to see her in like previous games where she really was just wearing nothing but the police outfit and the
leaf
panties or whatever. Here it just looks like we just caught her. She was waking up after a hard night.
Pillar.
There we go. Every time, no matter what. The mail never. Wait, hold on. What's going on? What's going on?
The shutter door isn't opening. What's happening?
There's one big mother of a tank driving around out there.
Oh yeah, it's time for. So guess what, everybody?
Open the
We
shutter
had
door
we
while
had
I'm
the
standing on the roof top.
Batmobile
See if I
before.
can find a weakness.
Who wants to do stealth in a Batmobile?
Joy.
So let's quickly go over here. I like doing that. Meet the
Oh,
Cobra.
it's time for these. I hate these.
However,
Find a weakness.
at the very least, I did get that upgrade that allows me to.
Ooh.
That's the right side scanned. I just need to
Quick,
scan the
hide,
right side.
hide under there. It'll be the perfect hiding
Cobra
spot.
drone
Yeah,
is
like
a
Sly
fire
Cooper
power
taught
that
me.
ripped the Batmobile to shreds in just a few shots.
Ow! My treads! I hit under it. I hit under it in such a way that its treads ran me over.
Sorry, just like we got him. Finally, how'd he die? Did the tank shred him?
Technically,
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Technically, yes.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you say that again? What?
He just
What?
and with the lady just.
with the lady. I mean, like, I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, but really?
I mean, you do. I mean, you all saying goes. You do you at the end of the day, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just like
Okay, so
Batman's
I'm gonna do
last
everything.
word. Batman's last words is,
You,
Sly Cooper lied to me.
so yeah, no. You think that I wouldn't have to say this, but I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna do everything I just did except putting my head underneath the tank. That was where the plan fell apart.
Fuck hell.
I am the reason why there are warning labels on shampoo bottles.
No.
do you want to elaborate on that, Logan?
Not just
Not
that,
me. I
dude.
know that's
Fucking-
me talking as Bruce Wayne.
Not just that, but fucking Tide Pods, dude.
Anti-bugs.
That's the left side scanned. I just need to scan the right side.
I scanned the right side. Okay, fine.
That's what I said.
But yeah, no.
You think
But
this
yeah,
thing, you think a high-powered metal drone tank would
Hi
have a
there.
rear-view mirror or a camera on the
Cobra drone
back?
has enough firepower to rip the
But
Batmobile
yeah,
to
actually,
shreds.
since Logan made that little
Too thick for my weapon to penetrate
remark
head
about
on.
Sly earlier, because yeah, no, that's essentially what I was referencing. I think I have an idea of who I probably have as my choices for if there was ever a Poker Night sequel.
Lay it on.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't exactly have all of them yet, but I can think of at least a handful of them. Like, I would probably make the dealer. Maybe, I don't know, just because I think either as a dealer or as a player, either work would work. Either Bugs or Daffy.
You know what? I think Daffy would be really funny.
So
Yeah,
check that out.
Daffy would honestly be pretty cool as a dealer. There'd be him. A part of me was debating maybe a Metal Gear Solid character like Snake or Otacon.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh, that could be fun.
No, Liquid. Like Liquid.
Liquid.
Liquid is one of the players.
The dominant cards.
Wait. Like, you think that you are... Like, I have the dominant cards this time, Snake. Snake isn't here. I just assume he usually is.
And like, if he has, oh my god, and that would be it. You know how like they sometimes say a quote whenever they just automatically fold? He'd be like, "You've dealt me the cursed cards, dealer."
Wait, you dealt me the recessive cards, dealer.
I don't say. He says curse, doesn't he? Like cursed genes or whatever.
The recessive.
He says recessive.
Okay, I thought he said.
No,
cursed
not
genes
recessive.
at one point.
Recessive.
Recessive genes.
Brother.
Look, Doc. I just deal the cards. I don't really look at them.
Not
Ivy's
this
like,
time,
did you just run over a tree? No.
No, the tree
It just
ran into
sounded
me.
like a tree.
Hey, at least you can run over a tree in this game as opposed to say, was it the fucking the Grand Theft Auto games where trees are the most indestructible things known to man.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, get this. In Gotham Knights, you can't. I don't think you can run over trees either.
Oh wow.
Really?
And what you were saying, James?
Another player I think would probably be pretty cool is Bentley.
Bentley would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I debated, Sly just because I think he'd have plenty to add on to it as well. But I mean, let's be real here. Bentley would be the one dude have the sauciest vocabulary of a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know if I had
sure.
said this already, but just
Now to get Ivy to the Botanical.
so these are definitely going to come out a while. Oh, hey, dude, I don't want to.
Hi, don't mind me.
You know what? Yeah, let's do this.
Fuck it, you're unarmed anyway.
Well, no, this is part of the mission I got to do.
Now,
That's fair.
what were we saying before
Okay, well-
the tank cost off guard?
So if anyone was curious, so these videos are going to come out a while later because like these are long sessions I have to edit around.
Yeah.
And like make sure everything's looking out okay and like edit things around. So these will take a little bit while, but as of us recording this, we are still in the middle of Slide 4, and I was just looking back on the freaking moment with the Grizz, and the idea that like came to my head that I just couldn't get out of my head today was that I love the idea of because we have the whole interaction, the whole like no it ain't okay, the whole thing, and then like imagine from Bentley's and Sly because they're all like trapped behind that ice wall, and watching all this happen, like watch what looks like a huge like. Oh, is that it? Okay, cool. I thought I had to interrogate them. Like watching this whole interaction, and then suddenly watch them start ice skating. Like what must be going through their heads watching the villains say that? Oh right.
It's like they probably couldn't.
Right,
They
Ivy's in the car.
Oh yeah.
Oops. She probably needs
Quick,
to come.
call the
with
bat
us.
signal.
Anyway, but then just the idea that came to my head of like,
Murray, what's happening?
I think a breakdown, Bentley.
Something about ice skating. Oh, and
think
now
he
we're
needs
ice skating now.
Call the cops, but like have someone for him. He needs to talk to someone after this.
You know, once we
I
get
think
back
he might
to
need therapy.
You know, once we get back to modern times, because remember, this is technically the Stone Age we're in.
Call the cave police.
Glad to see you still.
Cave police.
Glad you still remember we're technically in a time before the law was a thing, Maury.
You know what? Maybe we can hand him over to the water buffaloes.
I think this is their jurisdiction. Anyway. And yeah, no, okay. So provided you know how the city's laid out, and you're not too close to and that these guys aren't too close to each other, these things are a joke.
So, were there
this
any...
card did a full 350.
So, just real quick, were there any other like choices you wanted to say, James?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I already brought up Daffy as either Daffy or Bugs as the dealer. I still think Snake or Otacon would be fine, but honestly, Liquid would be pretty funny as one of the players. Then there's Bentley. After that, that's actually a good question. Honestly, I'll echo what Hype said and say Dr. Eggman.
We're here, Ivy. What now?
And after that, I'll have to get back to you on that.
No worries.
But she's weak.
I'm sure it'll come to me, like, almost immediately, but in the meantime.
She won't be able to fight Scarecrow's tough.
So, unfortunately, we've made it to one of the oldest trees, and when she talks about talking to the plants, all I can think of is freaking Samos, like, I have asked the plants, but the plants do not recall. The plants have asked the rocks.
Actually, can I just say, I take back what I said earlier. Not Bugs and Daffy as a dealer. Let them be a player.
Yeah.
Have the dealer be King Dice.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Wayne Brady's King Dice, to be exact.
Yes.
Well, he's the only character that's... Well, I guess that there is the singer as well, if you want. But, like, as far as, like, genuine voicing them, I guess Wayne Brady is the only one that has.
Besides the singer isn't exactly like... I don't know how they would handle voice acting, because the singer was a woman pitch shifted and slowed down.
Well, the person technically did sort of voice King Dice in the PlayStation ad for Cuphead.
That looks suggestive, Ivy. I don't know. We want those massive things hanging above everyone. The children are going to be uncomfortable when they come back. Anyway.
If they come back.
Lucius, I need a way to track an...
No one should be raising a kid in Gotham. Let's be honest.
No.
Yeah, it's like, imagine having a childhood in Gotham City. Like,
honestly, like considering half the stuff that happens in this devil damn city, I'm surprised it still even has a populace.
Honestly, I'm going to post this in the recording chat. I imagine that these signs are everywhere in Gotham.
Emergency phone not assault. Please do not have an emergency at this location. I read it out loud, so I don't have to show it anymore, but that's what the sign said. Just, please don't.
Still have to show it.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm putting my foot
come
on
it. Come on, be a bat pro.
Not doing it.
Nope.
Man.
Nope.
You're lucky that I keep in half of the puns you say nowadays on this show. I'm the editor.
Oh no! Would you say that they're driving you batty?
Wait, do you actually edit out puns he makes?
No.
Do you want to?
It's too much work. Yes, with every fiber of my being.
Fuck off.
Remember, let it be known, this is going to be the man who will be doing Hi-Fi Rush for us for the channel, and that game gets pretty egregious with some of its puns.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking.
But those characters get me. Like you see where it's like stop, and they're like, oh my gosh.
Well, plus I think, plus I thought it was. I was about to say. Plus I thought it was already established that it's not puns per se that he hates. He just hates Matt's puns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So head over here.
Fine, I'll just stop talking. Okay? How about that?
You can still talk, just no puns.
I'm gonna go tackle Man-Bags, I believe.
No puns for the next 10 minutes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I love how I barely made a pun throughout this entire fucking video, and everybody still gives me goddamn fucking shit.
I didn't even say anything,
make up for all the puns you make in every
Except for Doug.
video.
Doug is the only good one here.
Alright, we'll finish off
somehow.
Yes. So I'm going to tackle Man-Bat, and then I think we're going to tackle that side little campaign thing, and then we'll stop with that.
Okay.
Okay.
I got
Sounds
a lot of side stuff I got to do, though, still.
Yeah, because I want to say, as far as the main campaign is concerned, we're already past the halfway point.
Let's see.
If Ivy's already been put inside that giant...
Yeah, we are at the halfway point.
Nexus. Yeah, we're wow, literally at the halfway point.
There you go.
Son of a bitch.
Come ride with me. Let's glide away. Oh, sorry.
I can't do Divinity Churchyard Riddler. Like, I can't until I can get the bat. Oh, there he is. Found him. First, you gotta go. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Man bat first. Man bat first.
Where are
Get him.
you?
And
Massive
tackle.
There you
Oh,
are.
that's awkward.
Found him. Lost him.
Why did I connect all the way over this football field away? Oh crap! Where'd he go?
You went somewhere.
Actually, you know what? As far as my fourth player is concerned, I'll just go ahead and say Guybrush because I do still want to see that guy actually, bluff his way throughout his games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would make Bentley, that would make Bugs or Daffy, Snake, and Guybrush.
Oh, you said and
that's
Eggman.
fair.
You mentioned Eggman before.
Yeah, that's right. Okay then. But you know what? Yeah, well.
I mean, if there's someone
I'm
you'd
already-
rather have with them, that's fine. I was just saying that's what you said earlier.
Got him.
I nearly broke my brain there just thinking about all the fucking players I
Oh my
considered.
gosh. Well, just in general, it's just fun to get new content with those characters. Like, I don't know. How about Raz from Psychonauts?
That would work. Well, hold on, he's a minor, isn't he?
Technically,
Yeah, they
he
can have
is.
jokes about that where it's like, I promise I'm not reading your minds.
You know what? Ford.
Ford Crowley. I know it.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool.
Actually, no, because she...
And here's the part where this ticks me off. You saw that. I just injected the whole damn thing.
Yep.
Game's like, no, do it again. You did good,
One
but do
more
it one
time,
more
Bat.
time.
One more time, Betsy.
Bruce,
The problem
he's
is that
a
it's
big
time
bat.
locked, so now I gotta just wait.
It's like,
Oh,
Bruce, he's a big bat. A big, big bat.
Actually, hold on.
Oh, wait, you actually want to do that now?
Oh, wait, which one are we
I
doing?
have to do see if your most wanted mission. What? Yeah, I should be able to do that. I think I want to do this. Let's. What do you want to do? Because I want to do one of these to finish off the video. Do you want to do Shadow War or Beneath the Surface?
Which one do you think is shorter?
They're both equally.
You know what? Screw it. Let's go diving deep into the water.
Okay, we'll do Shadow War after that, or later next time.
Later. Also, I just realized throughout this entire session, we actually decided not to give Riddler the time of day.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck you, Riddler.
because I literally can't. The next Riddler thing, I need to have Batmobile access on Founders Island, and those bridges are going to remain up for a while because the island has that amount of military presence on it right now.
Ooh.
So you can see the icon there in the lower right. No Batmobile access to that building, which is where Riddler's next trial is.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, guess it's time. You know what? Shit like that drives me to drink.
Yep.
And now we'll go into the drink.
Damn, I wish I was drinking.
What do we know?
What can I say? Imagine the worst prison in the world.
That bad.
But wasn't that already taken out like a few games ago?
This is pretty sick, though. A prison blimp. But
A plimp, if you prefer.
I mean, especially in a day and age where riding a blimp is kind of what's the word?
Dangerous.
Very ill practical.
Yeah, it's just someone showing off their money, Dick.
They're about
How you doing, man?
About as practical as all the other blimps that Gotham has now and then.
Croc. Oh, hey! Croc is here.
Hey, I was wondering what was going on with that scaly bastard.
You remember me? We go way back.
I'll get you to safety.
Yeah.
I remember once upon a time, back in the sewers, I was trying to get samples for an antidote to Titan, and then...
He's a friend from
It was-
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that time he grabbed Scarecrow and drug him down into the watery abyss? Apparently that's why he looks and sounds completely different nowadays.
Remember when he used to play catch with Cash?
Man, those were good old days. Cash said fetch. Croc said what? Cash threw something. Croc didn't see it and only saw the arm. And well, I mean, they just haven't been the same since their old childhood days.
Childhood days.
Who said
Yeah,
that?
they do go way back.
That's underneath you.
Who said that?
Oh, he's right below us.
Sir, I can see him. Help me.
You saw the prop like twice.
I'm having fun.
So yeah, remember, we're technically... Actually, no, this would be right around fall time. Even so, this water's got to be, like, stupid fucking cold.
Right around fall time. This is on Halloween.
Yeah, no, it is cold.
All I know it was a bad
Like, imagine trying to dip into a swimming pool that hasn't had the heater on for like months.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I've had to do that before.
I swear, if I get hypothermia, I'm gonna kick Croc in his shin.
Okay. I don't know how to turn off that gas.
Gas.
Is there any...
Oh, gas!
Boom! No, okay, how does this... There's definitely something... Wait, is it just... Oh, the freeze blast. There we are. You're supposed to actually... So get this. You're actually supposed to pick this up from the theater, the production studio where all of our Joker experiments are hanging out there. And the game never tells you this. Even at this moment right now, the game wouldn't tell me about that.
Oh.
Ooh, that was close. The game wouldn't tell me about it, and it's actually entirely possible to go through the entire game without ever getting it.
You know, that reminds me of, like, Arkham City has a similar situation where you can get an update.
I forgot Batman doesn't know how to use buttons. Wait, really? Oh, maybe that would have been the other way I could have turned them off. Oh, I'm silly.
Oh.
That would explain how I got there. Yeah, basically, it is entirely possible to get through this entire game without ever actually picking up the freeze blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan learned that the hard way during his test run.
And I was just going to say, like, that reminds me of something very similar to... Oh, boy. Like, something very similar to Arkham City, where there was an upgrade to the freeze grenade that is completely optional. The only difference is that it was an upgrade. You didn't necessarily need it.
But I'm pretty sure it was handy.
Oh,
maybe.
yes.
Well, basically, what it did was... Like, instead of just freezing one mook, it would have, like, an area of effect and freeze anyone in that area, but it wouldn't fully freeze them, it would just freeze their feet.
Oh, well, that could still be helpful.
Well, no, because, like, after a while, they could break themselves out of it.
Thank you. We need to leave, Batman. Immediately.
Waylon Jones must be apprehended.
Let this place
Again, the expressions on the characters are fine.
Oh,
So,
boy.
oh God!
There he is.
What's that about me shaking with the rest of you trash?
He looks more like Bowser since I last saw him.
Yeah, like...
Kind of, yeah. Especially with the legs.
Yeah, the tail and the freaking long torso he has.
Did he always have a tail that long?
In the previous games, he didn't have a tail, period.
Oh, God.
Something's up. Speaking of which, hey, Nightwing.
Oh, shall we then, Nightwing?
Because the whole thing about Croc is that he's just called that because of his disease makes him look like a crocodile. Not that he literally is a human crocodile.
Yeah, well, the game is saying, screw that, let's make him a crocodile.
Well, yeah, there have been a lot of iterations of him that really do try to push the Croc aspect of him, and including some of them actually giving him a tail.
I assume, I'm going off of guesswork here, but was he featured in the Batman TMNT crossover?
The comics, yes, he was in the first one.
Okay.
To an extent, the third one as well, but that's more of a technicality, and to explain why would technically spoil it.
Gotcha.
How old is that special now?
The comic, I want to say, is close to 5 years old, I think. I'll have to look it up because I know I dubbed the first one like right after it finished releasing.
My fucking face!
Sorry, that just got me like the double kick. He just finally was like, that hurt.
Ow!
What the
That
fuck?
dick!
Anyway, unfortunately, the door's locked, so we're gonna head over here and see what we can learn.
The prisoners have been dealt with. You're safe.
Ah.
Man, thank you. When I heard those cells unlock, I thought.
I mean, what can I do? I'm just a guard at the penitentiary, but it's not. This ain't in my job description. That is exactly the only thing that's in your job description, sir.
Leave me alone, man.
No.
I love that. I love playing it like that. It's literally the one thing you're supposed to do.
Work on getting the survivors off this ship.
You got it. I'll check the database, make sure we don't miss anyone.
Okay,
I'll help.
checked.
I'll go help him.
I'll help him too. But, interesting. I remember a similar set piece happened in the Super NES Adventures of Batman Robin game, where once you saved Robin, he actually helped you across the area by giving you hints.
Good.
Send me their location.
Though I get the feeling that's not the case here.
But yeah, I just went back and checked, and yeah, not exactly, but that first Batman TMNT crossover is roughly 5 years old.
Wow.
Nice.
Anyway, Nightwing's gonna help us
I
out here.
legitimately thought it was older.
Thank you, Nightwing.
How long ago that's been when the Turtles were told that this was where Batman's parents died?
You know, it's funny, because there's a part of me that kind of hates how much of a meme that scene is, because in the book itself, it's one of the most touching scenes in the story.
Oh, I won't doubt that. It's just that you just post it out of context. It does seem a little funnier than it should be.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, so now what we need to do is the Warden's code. The Warden's code.
The code.
The code?
Hi, my name is Lucky. It's been a while. What was I talking about again? The mission. The mission. So, what's happening now is, so that thing is, again, a prison blimp. So we need to find all the guards who also could have had key codes that could be used to unlock that door. And since it was a blimp, when it started to go down, they all parachuted out. So you can see right there, red parachute. Let's go get ourselves a guy.
Assuming the guy's still there in the first place.
Hello, citizen. I was wondering if I could borrow something from you. Citizen?
Citizen?
That's okay. Take your time.
How long ago was this crash again?
Oh.
Oops. He got hung.
Thank you, Detective Vision. At least close his eyes, Batman. Do the respectable thing.
Alfred,
I got what I needed.
One of the guards didn't make it. Notify Cash. Get the body picked up.
Of course, sir. Let's hope his colleague fared better.
Sure thing. Just the strength of a man's stomach that Alfred has to like have to put up with all the, because that's the thing, like Bruce Wayne, you could almost say, like, you know, he's been like mentally tortured enough to like be aware of all this stuff, but like Alfred's got to be right there with him.
Well, there have been like a lot of iterations of Batman that, not Batman, a lot of iterations of Alfred that were war veterans.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, I was about to say, like, so what? Go ahead.
To be fair, Logan, the one in the Batman literally has scars on his face. You could tell he's been through shit.
I've covered wars, you know, sir.
I've not only covered wars, sir, I started them.
Which one?
Honestly, that just reminds me of... That just
I was about to... Yes, go. I had to
Sorry,
come back
that
for
just
hype
reminds
first.
That just reminds me of one of my favorite joke posts about the Star Wars movies. And it's like, it would be like Luke talking to Obi-Wan. And it's like, you find the Clone Wars? Fought in them. My boy, I started the Clone Wars and then I fucking ended them.
Oh, darn. You took my thing, but it's so cool because I like that, Matt.
Well, what were you about to say?
I was going to say, like, if you started wars, Master Bruce, a child can start wars. A man ends them.
And I am a man. And punches his gut.
Oh, well, shit. That was all part of the training set.
I think we talked about that. I know we talked about that. Like, Alfred is like Alfred is one of the few people in this world that Bruce would, like, honestly let hit him if he knew that he needed to or that he deserved it, like, without any countering involved.
Yeah.
Nightwing, I've got the key cards. What's your status?
Would also be kind of, you know, mean of...
When you're done, return
I don't... It's... what's what I'm trying to
Be
say
poor
here?
taste.
Like, poor taste, and also, like, can you imagine how much Alfred's got to hurt if Batman has to land a punch on him?
True. Has Alfred ever been affected by fear toxins?
Probably at some
As
point.
far... I was about to say maybe at some point, but I can't think of any iteration off the top of my head.
Fair.
Of course, how can we forget the version of Alfred that drew out Batman and Bruce a bath?
I said I drew you a bath, sir. April Fools.
Oh, I love that. Like,
what is that from?
It's from the animated
series. It's from the animated series.
Oh yeah.
I just the part that made me laugh about that. Sorry, as I'm screwing these like Goliath things up. The thing that made me laugh about that is just like, you said it with such reference, like the bat who smiled or the bat who laughed or whatever. It's the Alfred who drew the bat a bath or something like that. I don't know.
Not a funny bit.
Like that's his character at that moment. And that was the moment I became more than just Alfred, sir. I became the Alfred.
It's
just
the Alfred.
I would watch that. I would watch that movie directed by that guy, a prequel to the Batman, starring that Alfred. I think this was a little bit off to the side. Ding.
Oop.
Yep. Okay.
Ow,
Let's try
my
that
knees.
again.
Ow.
That's a bit better. Ding. Okay.
My kidneys.
Too high in the other side. There goes the other knee. Okay, let's open the
Now
door.
then.
Get on the floor.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Thank
I'm
you,
not
Matt.
that old.
All right. What do you mean? Like, that song isn't that old, is it, Matt? How old is that song?
It has to be the 80s.
What took you?
Aw.
Oh, that is. Oh my god, that's 40 years old now.
Here, let me check. Let me check for you. 1988.
The security door below is unlocked. We can head deeper into the airship.
Hey man, I'm a dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. Just realized they actually had a freaking basketball court in this submarine.
Oh yeah, gotta have some exercise in this blimp.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I still think my favorite version of that will always be from Markiplier, where I can't remember what game he is playing. He goes like, "All right, so we have to open the door and then get on the floor and everybody do the dinosaur." I can't remember.
I swear it
what
makes sense in
what it was
context.
from.
Okay, fair enough. So as we head over here.
Did I cut out or something?
No, I heard you.
No, you,
No.
you mentioned that you didn't know where it was, and
It suffered minor injuries during capture.
Hmm.
Wounds did not impede immediate testing.
the warden conducted experiments on him.
Oh no! Like, okay, if this warden secretly turned out to be like fucking Hugo Strange or some shit, it would make sense.
Oh god.
But no. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
testing his regenerative abilities. But all that did was just exacerbate and agitate his condition.
Yeah.
And that is sad,
Yeah.
because, like, in an ideal world, like... Oh, they were trying to duplicate his condition onto other people.
Yes, because
Oh god, they were gonna try making an whole army of killer crocs.
you know that's what the world needs right now.
See, that's the sad thing, is that I feel like, as far as Batman is concerned, like, this is exactly the kind of people that he never wanted Killer Croc to ever be around, because, like...
Yeah.
He's still a man inside. Who
Yeah,
was probably
he's still a man. He's just fucked beyond all repair.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, that's the thing, like, he never...
Wants payback.
How to put it, like, it was the fact that he was treated poorly because of his appearance and all that, you know.
They must be directly ahead. I'll take the floor grate.
See you on the other side.
I wish one day they'd be like, suit yourself. There's a door right. There's a perfectly working door right here.
Anybody can use the door.
A man chooses not.
Great so
A
fast.
man chooses the door. The Batman takes a more discreet option.
Is that the same actor from before?
Yeah, it's still Steve Bloom, the same actor from City and or Asylum.
Yeah, I know. Wow, dude kind of looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude's a literal monster now.
I just realized that he just smacked that dude away with his tail.
That would have hurt.
Yeah, hell yeah, that would.
I was about to say for shits and giggles, use this Steve Bloom, and then I'm just thinking in my head, another character I could probably voice.
Oh, you could if you decide to give it a chance.
Yeah.
You know, stop him if we heard that line before.
Also, hey, another actual boss in the game.
Yep.
Yeah. See?
Yep. And this one's technically DLC.
See, that's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about that, where it's like, this game got better after its launch, but it was unfortunately pretty. It was unfortunately pretty bare bones at first. Or I should say, again, compared to Arkham City, with its boss battle encounters and things like that.
Like, Arkham City had such amazing bosses. It had Mr. Freeze, it had fucking Ra's al Ghul, all that stuff.
Like City, honestly,
Oh,
I'd go on record
Clayface.
saying I think, yeah, that. Honestly, I'd say even Arkham Origins had some great boss fights on its merit, like a Deathstroke, Firefly.
We're just at the point of making a joke of Doug can voice any Steve Bloom character.
Honestly,
I dare you to voice the character he played in fucking Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, which one was that again?
Who was it?
Oh god, I forgot his name. Ramon Galvez is like his alias. I know the name. I forgot. Relay check.
Up! Freaking triple slap!
You're not thinking of the guy that constantly shits himself in the series, are you?
No, what?
That is it.
Oh wait, never mind. That's it. No, never mind. That's Johnny Arkham.
I was about to say that is quite a character trait to have.
Sorry, Zadornov. Vladimir Zadornov. That's the character in Peace Walker that he played.
Gotcha.
Nope. Whoa.
Whoa.
I just love moments like that in the game where it's like just constantly just wada against him as he just slowly raises an arm.
Yeah, it's they're definitely easier to do when you're not on nightmare difficulty, where you're not allowed to see when they're about to counter or when they're about to going for a hit.
Yeah, you literally gotta pay. You have to pay attention to what they're actually doing with their arms. And then keep on comboing them.
I guess the idea is that it's supposed to be risk reward, like how much damage can you get before he tries to counter you.
And
yes!
Nice. There you go.
Done. Stay down, please.
And down for the count.
Did that grapple actually go through?
Oh, that's right. We saw everyone else.
What if I died to these guys after all of that?
That would be hilarious.
I hope you do, and it would make me laugh.
No, I'm not doing that right now. Not after all that. Oh my god, no. No. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Perhaps I spoke too soon.
Don't fucking jinx it. What? What?
I'll tell you in a second. Basically, what got me was of how just stalwart Batman just stood unwavering as he just did that. I'll share it with you after this.
That's my boy.
That just got it. I'll show you. I'll show you after this. Anyway, clear that. Save the warden. Oh my god. Anyway,
save him and also give him more help.
Yep. He'll just get out. Good. Punches him. Just puts him right back in the chair. I just needed to get that out of my system. There you go.
There's only one monster here.
You're insane! Get your hands off me!
You experimented on him, tortured these men.
I'm not begging forgiveness from you.
I don't forgive.
I give everyone bat noogies.
Seriously, how are we getting Croc out of here?
Don't worry, I'll call the Batwing to pick him up.
Oh boy.
Actually, you say
that. Hey, do you guys want to know who voiced the warden?
Who? Yeah, you sound very familiar.
None other than Rigby and Doc Ock himself.
Yes, that's why it sounded. Oh yeah, that was Doc Ock's. Okay, that explains why he sounded familiar then.
Yeah, that does sound. That does say a lot.
Hello, Peter.
Now that's all said and done.
Hey, Cash, you got some things you got.
Watch your present.
It's a big present.
It was a big rock.
You're a prisoner, Cash.
Oh, right.
And you too.
I was like, he's the prisoner. Wait, what about him? He just wanted to watch.
Try biting this off, big guy.
I wish there was more interactions, like of him actually saying, "I remember you. Too much salt."
I think that was something that he says at one point.
Maybe if I go back in and talk with him.
Bigger picture, Batman. My work was about protecting this country. You care more about those animals. Ah! Are you crazy? You can't put me next to that monster.
With a window seat and everything.
Well, I guess it depends on if Croc's willing to reach across there.
I'm going to rip you out.
Know what the best part is? The bars are just big enough for me to reach my arm through.
Oh, God!
I can't quite you there. I can't quite pull you through because the gap, but still.
You have to pay for that.
When does Warden pay?
He'll face justice for his crimes.
No. He will
And I guess that's the main thing, is that like he just is so bitter to the world and like demands
Also,
retribution in the sense of everyone dying.
Logan, before you finish off this session, I think we have enough points to finish our upgrades.
Oh,
you're right. Let's
Way
finish.
to
Let's tap her up.
This allows me to do 2 side bursts.
Yay!
Isn't
And-
that lovely?
Okay, that's done.
Woo!
Now I can just level up my Batman to get my Batman high score in the Batman forums in Gotham.
Yeah.
I must be number 1.
We are
Nobody
number
cares
1.
anymore. It's Arkham Knight.
Hey.
It's so silly.
Shame you don't get an achievement for that.
Nah, I'm sure I do. I just usually have my trophy notifications turned off. Just such an occasion, but we'll see.
I always keep mine on because I like the little ding.
Well, with that said, that's it for now. Again, we have plenty of side content to still
Before
be
we end, 1 pillar destruction before.
Sure thing, in a second. I will say the other thing is that there is still this one, because I definitely have enough to unlock that. Not enough for this one yet, but this one, yes. That one's more of a serious story though compared to Killer Croc. We'll tackle that next time. And as far as here is going,
Who is that story about again?
It's the one involving the Ghouls.
Yeah, League of
Oh
Assassins.
yeah.
And depending on actions involved, which I already know which action I'm going to be taking. Sorry, potentially the end of them.
Pillar. Oh, just shoot at this.
Just end him like that pillar.
Just
It is something different.
Yep. That's it. So yeah, with that said, next time we're going to be doing a couple more of those side missions. I'm probably going to dedicate a decent amount of time in next session to try and do a little bit more.
That lightning strike was close.
Yes, it was. Oh, I thought I could land on that pole.
Thank God that's not an actual hazard.
Yeah. Next time.
I would have
we're
laughed
gonna
incredibly
be,
fucking hard if it did.
Yeah, no. Yeesh. Damn. Yeah. Next I need to go to Wayne Tower to pick up a device because, as Poison Ivy was mentioning, that big tree with the weird suggestive things on the end, that's not enough. She needs more in order to fully have a chance at purifying this place. So we're going to hopefully... So Lucius Fox, fortunately, has an idea that could allow us to... in some wacky new gadget that could allow us to find another tree. So,
woohoo!
Join us next time for that. Till next time, everybody. Toodles.
Hey guys.
I'm going to rip all of them out.
Riddler.